What's poppin'? Mark P, man. Chillin' at the truck stop, Arkansas. Smoking on a black. I know I ain't supposed to be smoking on this shit, man. But yeah, man, I just been thinking about some shit, man. I heard an interview with Crazy Bone last night. And I was like, damn, you heard me? Like, that shit, it clicked in my head. But even though, like, I know that shit, you know what I'm saying? It just, like, man, you get into a point in your head, man, you kind of, you know what's going on, but you kind of start ignoring the shit, man. And basically, he talked about some guy. I can't remember if he said his name or not, but he was invited into a group to basically like, I guess, invest in the marketing of prisons. And basically, like, what's going on is that they came together to establish a marketing campaign for private prisons, where these prisons, is basically just trying to lock a whole bunch of black men up, basically. And with common sense, I guess it's not common, but you think about it, like, every business in America, it needs some type of marketing. You dig? And prison is a fucking business. You dig? Believe me, man. Every inmate in prison, you dig? Every inmate that's in jail, the government give the prison like so much money for every prisoner. When I was in Orleans Parish in New Orleans, I think it was like, I want to say, like $200 to $300 a day for each prisoner that they have. So if you got thousands of prisoners locked up every day, that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? These prisons, man, these private prisons, man, they do numbers. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing I was just thinking about, I was kind of talking to myself like, damn, man, look, let me make a video about this shit. But man, they said they paid the music industry, the rap industry in particular, millions and millions of dollars to get motherfuckers to rap about stupid shit to get black men locked up. You know what I'm saying? You dig? Like, motherfuckers doing all this gangster rap and shit. Man, that shit, dog, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Everywhere, fuck everybody know that shit, man. Music influenced the fuck out you. I know it influenced me. It did. Shit, back in what? I think that was 2010. Man, it did. I had dreads and shit. And, I started getting more and more tattoos. That shit because the music culture influenced me to do that shit. It did back then. I was on Waka Flocka hard, you know what I'm saying? And Waka Flocka basically, like, this motherfucker was like a rock star. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga glorified that gang shit and that banging shit hard. You hear me? And dog, that shit, I got into that shit hard, dog. That shit was on my mind. That shit really made me wanna go kill somebody for no fucking reason. You dig? I'm riding around with guns, burners and shit, just wishing somebody would play with me so I could fucking shoot them and I could be the cool guy. Cause in New Orleans, man, like New Orleans, dog, to be cool in New Orleans, you ain't like the money niggas, the niggas who fucking handle their business like a man and doing shit and fucking take care of their family, they ain't cool. It's like the whole fucking opposite. The niggas who doing the dumb shit, the wild, ignorant shit, is gonna be the cool guys. You know what I'm saying? Like in New Orleans culture, you dig in the music, boom. You dig? Say particular the bounce music. You dig? The women, they gonna glorify, or even the niggas and women, they gonna glorify all the fucking sets that's fucking doing the most killing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like where I'm from, Seven Wall back of town, they gonna be like back of town, woo woo, back of town killers. They gonna like, and for a young nigga to hear that shit, they be like, damn, they talking about back of town. Oh, that's such and such nigga be doing all this. Fuck that, I wanna be like him now. You know what I'm saying? I want catch me a body now. So all these women, you dig, start liking me and shit. You know what I'm saying?
A new message has arrived.
And man, it just like, damn, dog, like, this shit crazy, man. I'm supposed to have more miles than that. But yeah, man, that shit crazy, man. Like, that shit had me thinking, like, damn, like, fuck. So, it did, man. I don't like to talk about the problems without talking about the solution, man. The solution in my head, bro, man, black men, dog, we gotta fucking take this shit back, dog. We gotta build our own nation within this nation, for as economics, for as social, a solid social structure where we don't look degrade ourselves, you dig, and a solid political structure. You know what I'm saying? We need to fucking stop fucking owning our own shit. You heard me? You dig? For us to media, online shit, to brick and mortar shit. All these man, they, dog, how the fuck in the neighborhood, dog, this shit, I ain't gonna lie, son, this shit started irking me, dog. When I started realizing this, I'm like, dog, every fucking hood I go through is always Arabians or fucking Chinese people owning the stores. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, dog, this shit started irking me. Like, man, like, dog. And these people be treating the fuck out of us bad like a motherfucker, you heard me? I'm like, dog, what it'll take a motherfucker, say like a family of 4 or 5, every fucking year, they saving. You dig? It ain't even gonna take long, maybe about 3 years. 3 years of saving, maybe fucking 200 a month, 500 a month, some shit. You dig? 5 people, and we'll have enough in maybe 3 or 4 years to own a fucking store. Man, these stores, dog, these motherfuckers ain't making these stores making no fucking chump change, dog. I know it for a fact. In New Orleans, dog, they got stores that they doing millions off a nigga, dog. Say like Manchus, on Esplanade and Claiborne, dog. I know for a fact, dog, Manchus doing millions, dog. Especially like when they got second lines and Mardi Gras and all that shit. Man, dog, they doing fucking millions, dog. They playing it off like they fucking broke. They come there with the regular clothes and they fucking minivan. But shit, when you go to their fucking house, they living in a fucking mansion. I guarantee you that. And driving fucking Benz and all type of exotic whips. I know for a fact. You did. Like the lady on Franklin with the Chinese food. Man, her fucking, she got a Benz, her son got a Benz. They family eating off us, dog. Why we can't do that? Why we can't, you know what I'm saying? So that's what for sure, we're gonna have to start with that. Man, I'm driving trucks right now. You dig? I feel like, man, the truck shit, this shit popping. You dig? Man, you get your own truck, dog. This shit better than owning a house as a investment property, dog. Your return on investment is fucking high. You heard me? You dig? Any young niggas, dog, watching this video, dog, and you a convicted felon, like I am, you dig, dog? I'm a 3-time convicted felon. You dig? Like, man, this trucking shit, that shit don't mean none of that. They don't worry about none of that shit. You heard me? They trying to fucking put a body behind this fucking wheel. You heard me? So, dog, for all my young niggas listening to this video, if I ever post this video or whatever, man, I'm telling you, that's one route, dog, I advise you to get in, dog. Trucking, either fucking 18-wheeler, tow truck, dump truck. You dig? I started off driving school buses. You dig? In New Orleans, that shit kind of dried out now. Like, that's what kind of made me get into something else. But you dig? That trucking, the transportation industry, that shit booming, man. Like, look at Uber. You know what I'm saying? Uber trying to fucking do Uber freight. They trying to get into trucking and shit. So this shit popping. You hear me? You did, but you did business, man. That's one aspect. Social, the aspect how we treat each other, man. We can't keep degrading ourselves, man. Man, we do some degrading ass shit, dog. We be making fun of motherfuckers who fucking doing good. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers living their best life, and we, you know what I'm saying, talking about them bad and shit. We gotta have self-love, you heard me? And shit go deep. All this shit coming from Malcolm X ideas, you dig? Cause, you know, Malcolm X, he wanted, if we would've went the Malcolm X way instead of the Martin Luther King way, dog, we'd be in a whole different boat. We'll be having our own land, our own military, you dig? Our own everything. We did. We'll have our own country, dog. If we would have met the Malcolm X way, you did, man, fuck that, dog. Like, that non-violent shit, that shit sound good, dog. But, dog, every fucking revolution in history, dog, came off of violence, dog. And I ain't saying motherfuckers go out here and start fucking killing motherfuckers just for no reason. But when real change come, dog, it's gonna come by fucking bloodshed, dog. You heard me? Ain't no way around it. You did? Just like when they captured fucking Africans. That was a big change. And how it came? It came by bloodshed. A lot of motherfuckers died on that shit. You did? They fucking white people was dying too. You heard me? They trying to fucking catch us. We killing them. They killing us. But at the time, they had a better technology than we had, dog. The shit, dog, I said, dog, the shit all came down to us. Somewhere in time, dog, we fucked up. You dig? As a people. and we became like too comfortable, or we was starting to break up within ourselves, dog. Everything start with yourself first. You hear me? You did. Ain't no motherfucker gonna put you in slavery unless you allow them to. You hear me? For real, son. So the shit started with ourselves, dog, and the shit gonna end with ourselves. You heard me? The shit gonna end with ourselves. We gotta start fucking manning up, dog. Like, shit like the KKK, man, they got hundreds of fucking, probably thousands of fucking white terrorist groups that's out to fucking do black people harm and shit. It did. I'm watching that shit, what that is, the Watchmen episode, like, man, the fucking Cyclops shit, you know what I'm saying, like, the KK shit, like, that shit real, dog. These people still around, you hear me? You did. So basically, man, we gotta start doing the same shit. We gotta start making organizations, instead of fucking destroying our community by pumping this fucking rap culture and influencing young black men to do stupid shit. It's time to start making cultures like a mafia or something. Not in a mafia in a bad way where we just killing people for no reason, but in an organized way. Ooh, shit, they about to hit that truck. But in an organized way, you did where, you know what I'm saying, we start taking over our communities. You did? We start helping our communities. We start starting businesses, and when people like need help, we there to help them. You know what I'm saying? As black men, you hear me? Like, man, I salute to all my sisters. You did, man, y'all did a lot, but fuck that. You did? It's time to retire now, dog. Like, this is a black man job, you heard me? Like, a woman ain't gonna take this shit over and run this black race and be the forefront. You did? This ain't no movie. This real life. Men fucking the leaders in anything, you heard me? It's gonna take men. It's gonna take black men, dog, to fucking change this shit. For real, dog. And to all my niggas listening, dog, it's time to man up, dog. We gotta get our shit together, dog. Man, research fucking Malcolm X and the economics, and when he talk about black nationalism, that's the route we need to go in. Black nationalism. Everything our own shit, you heard me? For us, man, we gotta build an economic base, we gotta build a political base where we have lawyers, judges, and I ain't talking about this straight separation, at least not right now. Man, we could build this shit within their system, you know what I'm saying? We got, just like the Ku Klux Klan, they got their own policemen, their own lawyers, their own judges. We gotta start doing the same thing. We gotta have people, black men and women, that's in the judicial system, that's policemen, lawyers, judges, and everything between. You did? We gotta start owning businesses. You did? Group economics, like my nigga Derek Grace. We talking about group economics. We gotta start doing that shit, and we gotta start looking at each other in a better light. You did? And with me, dog, I ain't know that shit like every fucking white person is evil, dog. I don't believe that shit, dog. You did? And I don't believe every black person is good. You did? To me, it's not a fucking about black or white, dog. It's about good and evil, dog. You know what I'm saying? These people want you to think like it's black and white. You dig? They want all they race to be looked up as high, dog. I don't believe that shit, dog. I believe, dog, we all fucking humans. We all bleed the same. You dig? On the inside, we all the fucking same. You heard me? You dig? It's just on the outside, we look different, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You did. But just because I'm black or I'm white, don't make me fucking no better or worse than the next man. You heard me? You did. But I'm on some shit that black people gotta get our shit together to make this shit really fucking equal. You know what I'm saying? Cause right now, dog, you look at the stats. You did. Black people is doing fucking the worst. You did. You did. They talk about this race shit. You did.